Before anything you ever touched existed, it was a thought. The chair you're sitting on was an idea in someone's mind. The room around you was a drawing before it was a building, and a thought before it was a drawing. Everything humanity has ever made traveled the same road, from the invisible to the visible, from the mind into matter. The Hermetic teachers looked at this pattern and asked a daring question. What if the whole universe works that way? More than a century ago, a small book called the Kybalion gathered the old Hermetic teachings into 7 principles. The first of them, the foundation of all the rest, is the principle of mentalism. The axiom is as follows: the all is mind, the universe is mental. Sit with that for a moment. The claim is that reality at its root behaves less like a machine and more like a mind. That the universe is not a collection of dead objects, but something closer to a living thought, and that you, with your own mind, are not separate from it. You're a thought thinking within a greater thought. Now, you don't have to take that as physics. Take it first as practical truth, because in your own life, it is demonstrably true. Every habit you have was first a repeated thought. Every relationship you've built was first an intention. Every limit you live inside was first a sentence you said to yourself and believed. Your inner world has been quietly constructing your outer world your entire life, whether you supervise the work or not. That is what the old teachers meant when they said the universe is mental. They were handing you the master key and telling you where the locks are. If everything begins in mind, then mind is the workshop, the one place where you have real sovereign power. Not over everything that happens to you, but over the meaning you make, the response you choose, and the direction you grow. Most people live as if the outer world is the cause and their inner world is the effect. Something happens and they feel it, and that's the end of the story. The Hermetic student reverses this flow. Inner first, outer second. Tend the thought and the life follows, the way a shadow follows a body. This is not wishful thinking, and it is not pretending. The principle does not say the universe is imaginary. It says the universe is mental, which means it responds to mind the way water responds to a current. Slowly sometimes, but always. So here's the principle, or the practice for the first principle. And it is simple. For one day, treat your mind as a place, a natural place that you are responsible for, the way you are responsible for your home. Notice what you allow in. Notice what you leave lying around. Notice the thoughts you keep rehearsing, the way you might notice a song playing on repeat in another room. You don't have to fight any of them. Just see them and ask of each one, is this furniture that I chose? Because if the universe is mental, then the room you live in most is the one behind your eyes, and no one else will ever clean it for you. The ancients carved "Know thyself" above their temple doors for a reason. It was never decoration. It was an instruction. And it's the same instruction the first principle gives. Begin within. Everything you will ever build, heal, change, or become begins in the quiet workshop of your own mind. Guard it like the sacred place it is. In the next episode, we take up the second principle, the most famous sentence in all of Hermetic teaching: as above, so below. I believe this video found you at the right moment. Solar Heart Motivation. Walk in light.